I'm cold, so I'm sitting directly in front of a heater and I have a blanket on. And if there's white noise, I'm sorry, I don't care. I want warmth. You guys ever had an English muffin before? Do you guys know what tomorrow is? Well, technically it's today when you see this. It's March 29th. If you're unaware, March 29th is a day where we celebrate one of the coolest people on earth. This guy has done so much to reshape history. He is such an incredible figure. No one would ever have the nerve to doubt this guy. This guy is a savior to millions. Good Friday is a Christian holiday commemorating the crucifixion of Jesus and his death at Calvary. It is observed during the Holy Week as a part of the Pascal Jesus. It's Phil's birthday. Now, if you're like 99% of my fan base who doesn't know who that is, I don't blame you. That's my stepdad. He was in the Go Long video. He threw the ball. That was an assignment for class, so he helped with that. I will now read a text conversation that we had Monday at 7:42 p.m. Hey, for my birthday present, will you make me another roast video? Sure. No pressure, kid. It's cold out there. I will do that. Can you send me old pictures of you that are easy to make fun of? Yes, I'll grab my photo album tomorrow and let you have fun with it. All right. And then he never did, so I have nothing to go off of. How to roast someone. Ooh, WikiHow. Perfect. Number 1, watch other roasts for inspiration. I don't want to do that. Number 2, think about the roasties' odd habits or quirks. What does Phil do that's weird? Now, what does Phil do that's normal is an easier question to answer, but what does he do that's weird? This probably came from his childhood somehow, but like when he eats Doritos, he dips them in mustard. That's pretty damn weird. You might need help for that one. It's not really weird, but sometimes when we're driving and he does something that kind of doesn't look legal, I'm like, hey, was that legal? And he says, well, technically, that was a habitat, and I didn't get it. I'm like, yeah, but is that legal? And he's like, it's like, yes, but were you legally allowed to do that? And he's like, well, no, but that answers the question. Recall notable memories you have of the person. One time, when I was younger, he was working for a landscaping company, and he went out and he was weed whacking, and then he weed whacked directly over a pile of dog poop, and then the dog poop went all over his face and in his mouth. He told me that he immediately threw up, stripped down his clothes, drove home incredibly angry, and then ran into the house. And then I called him Shart Shrub for like 4 years. He's really bad at remembering things. Like if I ask him to recall a song name, he can't do it. Or if I send him to the store to get peanut butter, he'll come back with like reduced fat, crunchy peanut butter when I asked him to get creamy peanut butter. You have to like be very specific with that guy. I had to put Jif creamy peanut butter red lid on the shopping list today to make sure he didn't get reduced fat Jif simply crunchy peanut butter or something. I'm like 99% sure he just looks at the list that my mom gives him, grabs the first thing that remotely looks correct, and throws it in the cart. He used to have a bowl cut, and then he had a mullet, and then he was bald. So he went through 3 stages of not having hair, of not having good hair. Whenever I bring up the bowl cut to his mom, she gets really defensive, and she's like, well, everyone everyone had that back then. But every time I ask my stepdad, he's like, no, I hated the bowl cut. I would have killed for an actual good haircut. State obvious traits about the person. Bald, no hair, follically challenged. Bald. Is the person getting old? Oh, he is getting old. Oh, he every time he scrolls through Facebook, I watch him like do like one of these and then like zoom in really far into the thing and then like desperately crawl around to try and reach his reading glasses. Is he overly frugal or cheap? No, he's not. Remember when I had the shopping cart analogy? Well, like when he reaches out and grabs a random item, it just so happens to be the most expensive possible item on the shelf. So our budget runs out like that much faster. Stick to specific traits and not their race, gender, or sexual orientation. Ha! White. Misdirect your audience and end a joke or a story with a surprise. When Phil sleeps, he snores a little bit. It's not that big of a problem. It's just a little bit. It sounds kind of like... Pace yourself and leave pauses for laughs. Tell your jokes with confidence to pull them off. I'm really cool. Keep it funny and not mean. You smell weird. Stay away from taboo topics like religion. Well, he's an atheist, and that's not very holy for Good Friday. It's not very good. He must be having a bad Good Friday. Am I right? Of course I talk like an idiot. How else could you understand me? May the chocolate chips in your cookies turn out to be raisins. I'd like to leave you with one thought in your mind, but I don't think it would fit. Isn't it rather dangerous to use your entire vocabulary in one sentence? You are impossible to underestimate. Nice hair. Alright, I'm done. If you want to go check out that like 5-year-old video of me making like this stupid remix, I don't know where it is, but I'll link it in the description so you can find it. I want every single comment to be roasting Phil in one way or another. You can use the information from this video. That's about it, actually. So, bye.